Hello, my very dear Sagittarians. This is your reading for the week of June 15th, or when you hear it and it resonates. Sagittarius. There are a couple of things that came to mind immediately when I was asking for what Spirit wanted to offer. And the first thing that I saw was you lacing up work boots, but like really, really solid steel-toed work boots. And you're lacing, it doesn't matter that you got a pretty dress on with polka dots. You're lacing up these boots and you're getting ready to walk where you need to walk with authority. Now there was something else that came in and I did not write it down, and let's see if it's going to come back. But what you're getting from this is this. You are not used to, okay. You're not used to being the one that comes in with deep force. You're more inclined to come in with a playful attitude, try to negotiate things, and that's fine as a way of dealing with people who are on your side. But what you might be noticing right now as you are taking stock of the situation, it literally is you looking at patterns and seeing patterns that's going to help you define where you're going to move on what looks to me like a war board. So, yeah, you'll notice in the movies, if you see the old ones where they actually literally have little figurines and they're moving. I mean, it's games now too that will do this, where they set up huge boards and they'll move armies in this way and that way. That's the kind of thing that I'm seeing, where you're noticing where to move your pieces. But you're being told you're going to see the patterns so that you understand your opponent, if in fact you have an opponent. And again, an opponent could be your own way of thinking, right? This does not have to be a literal confrontation with another human. And it might have been something that's gone on before and now you're only understanding it. That's another thing that I'm getting. But what you're being told is, whether it's, for some of you, it's very actually happening now. You're being told that you're going to be able to understand the patterns and see the patterns the more you can embrace a neutral attitude. So when you see something happening, or when you identify a pattern that might potentially have been painful for you, the goal is for you to let it move beside you. Name it, but do your best not to get too caught up in the emotion around whatever that behavior was. It doesn't mean that you don't express it, but there's a big difference. Let me see if you can understand this feeling. There's a big difference between letting it come into you and having an emotion run through your body based on it, as opposed to letting it come to your field of perception and having an emotional response to it from that point, okay? Literally, you do not have to process all of this through your body. You can process it from here and allow what's in your body to come out. There's a big difference, and I think many of you are going to get a feel for what that is. You're also being told, when you have difficulty doing that, when you have difficulty either seeing the patterns or not letting negative behaviors land on you in a way that it triggers all this emotional stress, to remember that there is another you. Today, no matter what emotion you're feeling, physical sensation you're experiencing, or event you're experiencing through your personality, remember and state silently, there is another part of me that is untouched and unaffected by this. There is a me watching me. Now, thank you. The other thing that was important is, if you are dealing with any kind of an opponent, and the opponent could be the government or a mechanic, it doesn't matter. It's going to be to your benefit for them to understand that you have confidence, that you have put on the boots, that it doesn't matter if you have a polka dot dress on or any kind of other soft, nurturing kind of behavior or quality. Knowing that you've got the boots on and that you are no longer going to soft pedal or tiptoe around, you're going for it, that will make a difference in terms of how whoever that is or whatever that organization is, however they deal with you. Because it's not just, this is important, it's not just them seeing you, it's the universe seeing you, acknowledging the fact that you have now decided, no, this is no longer my story. This is not what I wish to be in. I'm moving out of it, and I'm willing to do what I need to do to get there. Okay? This is really, really you choosing you and doing what you need to do in order to be able to maintain your sense of who you are, all the things that you like about yourself, and at the same time developing the confidence to be able to state a statement without apology and without soft pedaling. I leave you with that, my very dear Sages. Much love.